Hey, what is up guys? Epic Pokemon TCG here, and welcome to another deck profile. And today we're going to be taking a look at Mega Alakazam. And I'm pretty sure you guys are all thinking, holy crap, you are so late to the party. There's already been multiple Alakazam lists uploaded on YouTube. What are you doing? Well, it's been taking me a little bit to get some of these cards, but I figured, screw it, I will go ahead and bring you guys a very simple, straightforward list. Now, you probably saw at the start of the video that there is a way for you to build this deck multiple ways. You got the Bats version, you got the Skyfield version, and probably some other ones I'm not even thinking of. But for me, I wanted to kind of go with a very straightforward and simple list. So we're going to go ahead and get right on into this by taking a look at Mega Alakazam. So Mega Alakazam is one of the brand new Pokemon from the Fates Collide set. It's a 210 HP Psychic Pokemon with the attack called Zen Force. And what Zen Force does is it does 10 plus damage, and then this attack does 30 more damage for each damage counter on your opponent's active Pokemon. Now, I know what you're thinking, how are we going to get damage on here if we're not playing bats or yada yada yada. But the cool thing about this is Alakazam, regular Alakazam, has an ability called Kinesis. And whenever you Mega Evolve Alakazam, you're allowed to put 2 damage counters on your opponent's active Pokemon, and then 3 on one of your opponent's bench Pokemon. So this is kind of setting up Zen Force already just by Mega Evolving. Now, we're going to be playing some trainers in here to kind of pick this up. Now, this is this is personal preference. You can play Super Scoop Up, or you can play Devolution Spray, or you can play both like I'm doing, or you can play more so one or the other. Me, I wanted to opt for 4 Super Scoop Up and 2 Devolution Spray. Now, I would like 3 in here. I think 3 Devolution Spray would be pretty sweet, or De-Evolution Spray, however you want to say it. But pretty much this is going to allow us to evolve multiple times and just kind of get some damage going. And pretty much it's very easy to one-shot Pokemon with this deck if you're able to start evolving and getting a bunch of stuff out. And that's one of the reasons why I do like the Skyfield version, because you're allowed to start just chaining Hoopas and just doing all kinds of just crazy nonsense. And Hoopa's in here for the Scounger Ring ability. You guys know what Hoopa does. When you play it down, you can search your deck for 3 EX Pokemon and put it in your hand. So you can grab, like a Mega or a regular Alakazam, or you can grab Shaman. I don't really need to go over why Shaman's in here. You guys know what it does. And if you notice, Zen Force is very similar to another Pokemon, and that is Wobbuffet. So Wobbuffet has an attack called Psychic Assault. This attack does 10 more damage for each damage counter on your opponent's active Pokemon. And also Bide Barricade is a very awesome ability, especially if you start with Wobbuffet and your opponent goes first. They can't use cards like Shaman or something like that, so they get kind of slowed down. And plus, late game, it's a 1-prize attacker that can do a lot of damage if you start evolving. Now, another thing that's really cool about Alakazam is it has an attack called Suppression. Put 3 damage counters on each of your opponent's Pokemon that has any energy attached to it. Now, every deck attaches energy. I mean, that's how you attack. So, Suppression's a really good way to set up damage and just get stuff weak. And because if you pull off 1 Suppression and then you start using Mega Alakazam, well, you're already hitting for 100 damage if you just use 1 Suppression. And if you start Mega Evolving, well, you're just going to be doing a ton more. This deck is a lot of fun. I don't know how competitive it's going to be because it just came out and we haven't really seen anything from it. And the first big tournament is, like the regionals and stuff. So that's something to take into mind. Now, one of the things that is cool about this deck is, you are going to have some damage left over that you can kind of move around and kind of be funny with. And so one of the cards that I really like in here is Absol, which is another reason why I really opted for the Super Scoop Ups in this list. It has an ability called Cursed Eyes. When you play this Pokemon down from your hand to your bench, you may move 3 damage counters from one of your opponent's Pokemon to another one of his or her Pokemon. So pretty much, if you guys saw, with regular Alakazam, it has Kinesis. And you get the ability to add 3 damage counters to one of your opponent's bench Pokemon. And that is really cool because you can actually just evolve, play it on Absol, and then you get to move the damage that you just put on the bench to an active. Or if you may be suppressioned or something like that, Absol's just really in here for a lot of really big plays and surprise knockouts. Let's see, I'm trying to figure out if there's anything else really. AZ, where you at? There you are. AZ, I kind of like this card. I don't at the same time, because if you do play it on one of your Mega Alakazam, then of course you're going to lose your Spirit Link. Originally I had 4 Spirit Link in here just because of that problem. Really, it's up to you guys what you want to play. You can take out the AZ for a 3rd Devolution Spray, or you can just kind of do whatever. But AZ is going to kind of come into play multiple reasons here, because you can grab Hoopa, or you can pick up your Absol, or you can pick up your Shaman. So AZ does open up a lot of plays and adds, a lot of versatility to this deck, or whatever the word is. I had one Skyla in here just because you can grab your Devolution Spray, you can grab your Super Scoop Up or your Spirit Link or something like that. And plus, she's just banging in this picture. I don't know what it is. It looks like she's stretching, but she's teasing you. But anyway, I went for the Dimension Valley route. The fact that you can attack for 1 energy when Dimension Valley's out, and you'll be doing a ton of damage, just really just screamed at me that this is going to be so much fun to do. And I like it. I don't know. It's like if you Mega Evolve and you have a bunch of damage on your opponent's active Pokemon, and it only takes 1 energy, and you're able to do just a ton of damage. You know, that's really fun and something I really wanted to just kind of look into. But you guys can definitely take this deck and do whatever you would like to it. Now the rest of the deck is pretty much straightforward. I put a switch in here just because I always like to have switching cards in my decks. 3 Trainers Mail, this is going to help you grab like your trainers and like your stuff to just pull off those big plays. Ultra Ball, pretty self-explanatory while Ultra Ball's in here. VS Seeker to grab your supporters that you already used. We already went over AZ. 2 Lysander, this is a really good way because you're going to be putting damage on your opponent's bench Pokemon, so having ways to pull it up and just knock it out is very good. N came back in Fates Collide, and right now it's behind Sycamore, probably is the best draw supporter in the game, so it makes no sense not to run it. So we run 3 of those, and then we run Professor Sycamore, the best draw supporter in the game in my opinion. And then we already went over Skyla, Dimension Valley, Spirit Link. And then we're going to be running 4 Mystery Energy. Now, Mystery Energy is going to be in here, so it'll allow you to kind of free retreat for free. Free retreat for free. That sounded so repetitive. Okay. You see right here, it takes 1 retreat cost. So, playing Mystery Energy, Alakazam is going to be getting free retreat. And it's going to be able to attack for 1 energy, so I figured why not run the 4 Mystery Energy. Also, Wobbuffet has a very hefty retreat cost sometimes whenever you have so little energy in your deck. So you attach that Mystery Energy, and Wobbuffet has free retreat. And then we're going to round out the deck with 5 Psychic Energy, because everything in here takes Psychic. But anyway, probably a long explanation that I probably butchered. Oh yeah, we run Super Rod. Forgot to mention that. Anyway, probably a long explanation that I drug on a little bit too much here, but there's just kind of so much to go over here with the deck and everything. So I do have a gameplay, but unfortunately, because I am so constricted for time because of Kansas this weekend and everything, and the fact that I'm just a busy dude in general, it probably wasn't the best gameplay. That, and I'm play testing for Kansas, so I haven't just It's been a crazy week. So I do have a gameplay of this deck in action. It's not, I guess, the most competitive thing in the world. Honestly, the deck I want against makes no freaking sense. But I hope you guys enjoy it. If you like the video, make sure to subscribe and like it for more. And I'll be covering some more Fates Collide stuff here too. I would love some recommendations for what I should cover down in the comment section below. And if you would like to see a Bats version of this deck, definitely make sure to let me know. You guys are amazing, and I'll see you in the gameplay. Take care and have a wonderful day. Alright guys, looks like we're going to be going against Dark Conqueror, I guess is how you say this dude's name, here on Pokemon TCG Online, and we will be mulliganing our first hand away. And yeah, forgot to check and see if my audio was working, so I had to do the intro twice, so hopefully I remember to edit that out. But we are going to be starting with a Wobbuffet, so not too bad. It's going to stop my opponent from using cards like Shaman. Not Hoopa though. But it's alright. It's all good. So my opponent's going to be getting an extra card. It looks like we're going to be going against a Delphox deck. So Delphox is one of the newer cards from Fates Collide, and my opponent will end me turn 1. And that is something that I do not miss at all, and I really wish it wouldn't have come back. But you know what? You got to adapt. It has to happen. And speaking of Shaman, we don't draw a supporter, but we draw that. Alright. So, I'm going to go ahead and bench this, and I'm going to put a Alakazam Spirit Link. Now, I'm actually very tempted to just do this. I am thinking I'm just going to Super Scoop up. Never mind. I was going to Super Scoop you up because you're screwing me up here. You're just passing. So, I'm just going to go ahead and end my turn. That's annoying. But we see a Bridget, and I imagine this is going to be grabbing a couple Finnegan and a Zygarde. What? What? What are we seeing here? Yes, please play the... Dang it. Forgot he already did that. Okay, so let's go ahead and play down that. And we're going to go ahead and play down... Play that there. And we have to pass. I was going to go ahead and get these Alakazams ready. And I really hope my opponent ends. I have stuff in my hand. Okay, thank you. For the love of God. That's another thing that I do miss is when you have a crap hand and your opponent ends you and you're like, yes. But we got a somewhat better hand, I think. Now, actually what I wish I could grab is maybe a Hoopa or something like that. But we do see a rare candy. It is going to evolve into a Delphox here. And I'm not really 100% sure what the heck I'm going against. A Zygarde Delphox thing. I guess I just missed something. But my opponent's probably going to evolve this back one. That would be the thing I would do, because if you lose your Octillery, then yeah, or he's not going to evolve. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and take this time to evolve or play that. And now I'm actually very tempted here to just go ahead and play the switch. So yeah, I can play the switch, bring up Alakazam, and then Ultra Ball for a Hoopa. Let's see if we can do that. Let's just see. Play that. Now we can actually go ahead and afford to just go ahead and discard Shaman, and let's discard you. Why not? Because we can just grab another Shaman with Hoopa. There we go. So we're gonna grab Hoopa. And let's go ahead and play down Hoopa, and we're going to be using Scoundrel Ring. And let's grab a Mega. Uh-oh. So, unfortunately, we have 2 Mega Prize, so it's going to be annoying. Now, whenever I Scoundrel Ring, sometimes it takes a minute, so bear with me there. So let's go ahead and lay that down, and yes. Now, the thing I want to try to knock out is probably this Zygarde. Let's go with that. Go ahead and do 30 to that thing. And now we can go ahead and play Shaman EX. Yes. Now, I actually probably should have evolved the bench one. But, like, I don't know. I could have went for a Spirit Link first, but that's fine. We're good. But we do get a Super Scoop Up. I'm actually going to take that. I'm still in the learning process of playing out this deck. I feel like my list is decent. And it looks like we ultimately failed that one. So let's go ahead and go for another one. And we get a Skyla. We can actually Skyla for a Spirit Link and use that Devolution Spray in our hand, so that way our turn doesn't end. So there we go. Really sucks that we have lost a freaking... Or we have 2 Mega Alakazam Mega Prizes. Okay, so let's go ahead and do that. Let's go and devolve him. Put this back in our hand. Yes. And read your attack. Okay, and we'll put that there. Okay. So there we go. We did a decent amount of things our turn 1. That's fine. So we probably could have done a lot better with that turn 1 than we did. I probably did make some mistakes there, but it wasn't too bad. Okay, so my opponent is going to be getting rid of my Dimension Valley, which is going to be very annoying. Let's see. But I actually drew another one, so that's fine. So I'm tempted here to just play an N, because I don't want to get rid of both of my VS Seekers. So, but we don't have one. We can do this. So we can AZ, pick up Shaman. I thought I had an N in the discard pile, but I don't. I play a lot better in real life than I do online. Something I will definitely admit there. We'll go ahead and play down our third Spirit Link. And now we can actually use Devolution Spray here to pick him up. And now we can actually go ahead and evolve the active. Yes. So that's going to knock that out. And then we're going to damage Delphox here. So pretty much regardless, my opponent has to send up something he doesn't want to send up. So I'm going to take my prize here. And we got a Alakazam EX, but we didn't get the Mega, which is pretty unfortunate. So we're going to go ahead and take this opportunity to put an energy down here. And now I'm going to go ahead and use Zen Force. So that's going to take out that Zygarde here. That's going to be 280 damage. I really wish I would have had a Absol on the field, because then I could have done some other shenanigans. But still, overall, I really do like the Skyfield version of this deck. But at the same time, I do like the just one energy to attack version of this deck. I think it's pretty sweet. Also, guys, I hope you don't mind this gameplay. I'm so constricted for time this week, just trying to get everything figured out and trying to get my whole schedule fixed, because they're going to be leaving for the whole weekend for Kansas. So if you guys see me up in Kansas, man, make sure to come up and say hello. We'd definitely like to meet some of you guys. But we see 140 damage from that Delphox. Now I'm going to be a total douche, and I'm going to do this. And my opponent just concedes. Alright. Well, let's take a look at the time here. Alright, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure to like and subscribe for some more. And I'm very sorry that I wasn't able to get a better gameplay for you guys. I've just been so freaking constricted for time and getting ready for Kansas and just my busy schedule in general. So you are amazing. I love you. And to everyone traveling, I hope you guys make it home safe and everything. And get up there safe too. But if you guys do see me in Kansas, like I said, make sure to come say hello to me. I would love to meet some of you guys. And I'm going to try to have some more Fates Collide stuff in the future. But yeah, you guys are awesome. I love you so much. Thank you guys again for 100K. That is amazing for views and stuff for me, because, yeah, I've been doing this for a while. But yeah, take care, guys. This is Epic Pokemon TCG signing out.